Sama Yasha'Allah Yahweh Allahayanawa Yahweh Akhud. That's Hear, O Israel, the Lord our power is one Lord. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Call Haloyim Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Harachakwadash. Double honors to my teachers, the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, who rule well and are worthy of their double honors. Peace and blessings to you, Akim, pushing out this truth across the four corners during these last seconds of time. All right. And the brother that posted this post in our group chat this morning what prompted me to do this video. All right. And here you see it says the U.S. Federal Reserve banking system is launching its own cash app called FedNow in July. This is a movement towards getting rid of physical money and having digital currency. There you have it, Akim. This is a movement towards getting rid of physical money and having digital currency. And the caption states, the Federal Reserve is developing the FedNow service, a safe and efficient instant payments infrastructure that will modernize the U.S. payment system and enable financial institutions of all sizes to offer customers the ability to send and receive money in near real time, around the clock, 365 days a year. What are your thoughts? All right. And as it reads from the top, the U.S. Federal Reserve banking system is launching its own cash app. You see? And this is just days in the wake of the CEO or the founder of Cash App being stabbed to death. All right, the CEO of Cash App, who developed the app Cash App, which you send and receive money, he was stabbed to death. Okay, now they're coming out with this new Cash App called FedNow. All right, and ultimately, this is prophecy. So through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, Lord willing, this message be edifying. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 13, verse 14. And deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast which had the wound by a sword and did live. All right. And that beast system is spearheaded by the EU and NATO, American and European allies, all right, which had the wound by a sword and did live because the Roman Empire, all right, was taken down, okay, transitioning into the Holy Roman Empire, okay, Eastern Roman Empire, which Jakes were in power. Then ultimately, Esau came back into power in the Renaissance period, okay, because it was wounded, ultimately, and reestablished itself all the way up until this time in America, all right, which is a continuation of the four beasts. And ultimately, you read in First Maccabees, the first chapter, it tells you how Antiochus Epiphanes, all right, called for the world to be on one order, okay? It didn't happen then. Roman Empire, all right, they looked to fulfill it. It didn't happen then, but ultimately, here in America, as that serpent has grown, okay, that old serpent, ultimately, spearheaded by these Amalekites, these international banking families, these Rothschilds, these DuPonts, these Gettys, these Bilderbergs, it has grown into a gigantic serpent, okay? But the Most High, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, and the holy angels are going to take that head off of the serpent, man, once and for all. Because this NWO, okay, Georgia Guidestones, whatever you wanna call it, this ploy that the global elites have, okay, to make the whole entire globe on one accord, one currency, reduce the earth's population, it will not come to pass. Verse 15, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as will not worship the image of the beast should be killed. All right. And as we see, the multitude of you Jakes have worshipped this image. The image of the society, man. Okay? Look at this. And I just typed this in, all right, because I was thinking about it, and I said, well, man, these so-called Native American, Latinos, and Negro hip-hop industry, artists, actors, they love holding stacks of money, stacks of currency, and flaunting it out to the public and putting it on the side of their head like a money phone. As you see some famous, so-called famous hip-hop artists, entertainers, they all love doing it. You got a boxer there, okay? Even the little Jake, man, it's trickled down to the entire nation, man, with this folly. So once this is taken out of the way, once the society becomes cashless, what will all of these entertainers, okay, what will they resort to keep up their livelihood, to keep up their image, to keep up that image of the system, man? You see? It's Revelation 13-16. This is what they will resort to, okay? And he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a charagma in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the charagma or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that had understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. You see? So you've been given life to this image. When this pandemic happened in 2020, okay, with this major pestilence, C19, when it came onto the scene, all right, this was just a mere test run by the elites to see if you all was scattered like roaches, okay, and grasp onto your livelihoods, your careers, and do anything to maintain them. And you did. You went down to Egypt for help, okay? You went down to the system for help. This is Isaiah 31:1. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help and stay on horses and trust in chariots, because they are many, and in horsemen because they are very strong, but they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Lord. So you trusted in the system in America because America is what the so-called dominant country on the planet Earth, which is not. As you can see, all of these other countries round about are backing out of this dollar. All right, they're doing away with the dollar. So America isn't very strong as it once seemed. All right. But you look not unto the Holy One of Israel, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, because the testimony of Yahweh Shem Yahushua is the spirit of prophecy. So you don't look towards prophecy. And prophecy says exactly this, man. I'll read it again. It's Revelation 13:16. Again. All right. And he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a charagma in their right hand or in their foreheads. You see? So this devil is going to cause the society to take this. And we see his plan, man. We see. That's why ultimately you have to stay grounded in the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, so the Lord can give you the spirit to see the things that are going on in this place, man, and speak on them. All right? And know through prophecy, all right, what's about to happen to America, okay, and all across the four corners. Okay, so you got that word, cause it. See. Poeo, it says, cause it to make, with the names of things made, to produce, construct, form, fashion, to be the authors of the cause, to make ready, to prepare, to produce, bear, shoot forth, to acquire, to provide a thing for oneself, to make a thing out of something, all right? To make one do something. So this devil is going to make you do this, man. He's going to cause something to happen. Major terrorist attack, EMP attack, all right? Another major pestilence, man, but it's all orchestrated by Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. Okay? Because we know this. We know this, Akim. The Lord is in control. This is Proverbs 21:1. The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord Yahweh. As the rivers of water, he turneth it whithersoever he will. You see? So the king's heart or mind is in the hand of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, man. It's not Jeff Bezos, the Rothschilds families, the DuPonts, the Gettys, the Bilderbergs, Bill Gates, all right? Elon Musk are not they so-called kings on this earth? Okay, so the Lord is in control of them. They're not exempt from the Lord's control. All right? It says to be the authors of a thing. And that's Esau Edom, and he's the author of confusion. Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is not the author of confusion, but Esau Edom, he's in control. Job 9:24. So he's the author of confusion. All right? Strong's definition, it says, without any delay, you see? Because he's going to roll out this thing for the entire grid, man. He calls it all right? It says to lay in wait. Ooh, man. And that's ultimately what legislation goes into, man, because he's going to put this into legislation. If you look that word up, legislation, the online etymology, it says to lay in wait, all right? And that's ultimately what Esau is going to do, okay? He's going to implement this and make it a part of legislation. As you see, fair now, okay? It says legislation, the enacting of laws, a proposing of a law. It says legislate to make laws, to carry also to, let's see, literally bearing of a law, but it means lay in wait, man. All right? Let me see if it was legislate. It says to make laws. Yeah, man. Yeah, man, but the word legislation goes into laying in wait, man. So they enact these laws, all right? And they lay in wait to ultimately do what? To destroy you, Jake. Okay? There you go, leg. There we go. Call all Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Leg. Okay? So I looked up that word law, right? And it goes down to litigate, to make a law ordain. And you got that word leg, like legislate. And that word leg means Greek, lekestai, to lie down, bed, lying in wait, ambush. Lying in wait, ambush. You see? So Esau Edom is planning a major ambush for this society, man. You have to watch, Akim. All right? You sincere believers out there, hold on to this truth, man. All right? This can happen at any moment. We're going to get that word karagma.
Strong's G 5480.
Right? Because it said he caused it all to receive a karagma in the right hand or forehead. So it says karagma, a stamp, an imprinted mark of the Salaki. Ooh, I said that word. Lord, wouldn't they flag me? An imprinted karagma, of the karagma stamped on the forehead or the right hand as a badge of the followers of the Antichrist, right? Which is the system, all right, that image. So if you take this karagma, you're symbolizing yourself as a follower of this system, a follower of this image, a follower of the agenda of the elites, man. Okay? It says the karagma branded upon horses, because all Esau Edom sees you as is cattle, man, useless. Okay? Because that's how you act. You wait in these long lines, all right, for material things, just like you're going to wait in the line to get this karagma when a society becomes cashless. It says thing carved, sculpture, graven work of idolatrous images. It says Strong's definition, a scratch or etching. Ooh, so it's going to be etched into you, man. It's going to be stick into you, man. Okay? Inserted. It says stamped as a badge of servitude or sculptured figure, graven karagma. So ultimately, we don't want to show servitude to anything except Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. It's that word karax, which karagma goes into.
5482.
It said karax, a pale or stake, a palisade. That's right, stake. When you stake something, you stick it in, you drive it in. And that's what this technology is going to be used for. It's going to be driven inside your right hand or forehead, man. And it's going to be the new form of how you buy, sell, trade. All right. Scriptures call this place the land of traffic. Traffic goes into commerce, man, businesses. All right. All these cars have license plates on the back of them. They're going to and fro to sell, buy, trade, pump gas, grocery shop, go to work, clock in, clock out. All right. You see? It says Strong's definition: to sharpen to a point akin to G1125 through the idea of scratching, a stake, by implication, a palisade or rampart, military mound for circumvallation in a siege. Ooh, a trench, man. You see? A trench, man. That's what we're coming to in this society, man. That's where Esau Edom, his plan and his global agenda is headed, man. I'm going to get this in Revelation 16. This is Revelation 16:1. And I heard a great voice out of the temple saying to the 7 angels, go your ways and pour out the vials of the wrath of God upon the earth. Verse 2. And the first went and poured out his vial upon the earth, and there fell a noisome and grievous sore upon the men which had the charagma of the beast, and upon them which worship him. I'm going to read this in the NLT, and I'm going to get this word. Revelation 16:2. So the first angel left the temple and poured out his bowl on the earth, and horrible, malignant sores broke out on everyone who had the charagma of the beast and who worshipped his statue. Now let's get that word off Google, that word malignant. All right, to show you what's going to befall on those who take this charagma, who worship this image. It says malignant, of a disease, very virulent or infectious. Virulent meaning extremely severe or harmful in its effects. So you take this charagma, all right? Let's get it. It says malignant is a term used to describe active cancer cells or tumors. This is a general term, however, it may be applied to any condition that is serious enough to lead to a person's death. So it's gonna cause cancer in your body, man. Right, because it's radiation, man. Okay, it says malignant, a term used to describe cancer. Malignant cells grow in an uncontrolled way that can invade nearby tissues and spread to other parts of the body through the blood and lymph system. Man, you're gonna be through, man. You take this charagma, you are through. All right. It's back in Revelations again. It's Revelation 12:12. It says, therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down onto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he had but a short time. You see? He knoweth he had but a short time. It says the U.S. Federal Reserve banking system is launching its own cash app called FedNow in July. All right, that's less than 4 months away. All right, but 4 means mercy for the elect, and for the elect's sake, these days shall be shortened. All right, so Esau Edom is going to come down with great wrath. Don't take the sea hip, Akim. Don't take the sea hip, Israel. Okay. Or you will receive that malignant sore, man, that cancerous sore, and be thrown in a lake of fire. Lord willing, this message was edifying. I'm going to say Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. Call Haloyim Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rachakwadash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, the elders who rule well and teach well. Now worthy of the double honors. On to the next one. Shalom.